Andromeda was 3 degrees across, and the Moon is about 30 arc-minutes across. The Pinwheel Galaxy is about 28 arc-minutes across. Pluto is a minute 0.11 arc-seconds across at its closest approach to us. That makes it ridiculously small in our night sky. A wonder that Hubble can resolve any details on it at all. But again, closer and larger planets, which have bigger apparent sizes, can be resolved more easily by Hubble. That's why sending New Horizons to Pluto back in 2015 was so exciting. We really didn't know what to expect before we got there, as we don't have a telescope powerful enough to resolve any details on Pluto. And so everything New Horizons sent back was a revelation. Here's one last example from right here on Earth to really hit the idea home. In this picture, you can see objects at various distances and sizes. I want you to think of this flower as Pluto. It's small and blurry at this distance, and yet there's some buildings in the background much further away than the flower, which are clear in this image. Imagine these are the galaxies and Hubble images. So that should clear up the mystery of our first question. On to number 2. Why does Pluto and his big moon Charon orbit around a point in empty space? Not all of you would know that Pluto was doing this, but those who had heard of it might have cause to wonder. Is there something invisible and perhaps some kind of black hole? As the New Horizons probe approached Pluto and Charon in 2015, it saw this orbiting phenomenon up close and in detail. But in reality, no black hole explanation is necessary. Scientists were expecting this before New Horizons even arrived, even though they had never detected anything present at that point. This is because everything in space, not just Pluto, orbits around a barycenter. A barycenter is the center of mass between two objects. To help visualize this, if I get a nice butternut squash on one end of a stick and a kiwi on the other, we can see that the center of mass is more towards the butternut. For most of the planets, with their much greater mass than the moons orbiting them, the center of mass in these situations resides within the planet itself, meaning it wobbles as the moon's gravity tugs on it. With Pluto and Charon, though, they are much more similar in mass, which means the point in which they orbit is outside of Pluto, making it appear like they are swinging around an invisible object in space. The only other place that this happens with all the other big celestial objects in the solar system is, surprisingly,